Now, Grundtvig was the guy whose ideas developed into the Danish institution known as the Folkehøjskole. That's all I said that. Folkehøjskole. Perfect. That means folk high school. The folk part of the name didn't mean that they were going to teach you folk crafts or folk art or music. It just meant that it's a school for you folks to come on out. So these places had developed Denmark into this spot in Europe where the country folks had the most to do with their own control of their lives. And a lot of the credit for that to these schools. So this was real interesting to John and Ollie, and they decided to go to Denmark, find out more about it, and bought their tickets, and supposed to leave in the middle of August 1914. And if you recall that timeline, that's not a good time to go to Europe. That's what we call World War I. So they stayed on here, and a lot happened during the war. Ollie had 2 babies that died very shortly after they were born. Actually, one of the babies lived for 9 months. And really, the way that Ollie dealt with this incredible tragedy was typical of her. She would put herself in the middle of some large impossible project and your mind out there. And when that happened, the project she turned to was her ballad collection. She had written down on scraps of paper all these songs for years and years. And she just had them stuffed away in drawers and boxes. And she had never gone back to organizing, so that's what she started to do. She went through making sure she had written notes right, words right, and she classified them in groups. Sometimes you could have a song that's the very same song, even though it has different feelings, the words, different characters, plots the same, so ballad people tend to classify them that way. So she was working through this enormous project when she got a letter from a friend in Boston informing her that Cecil Sharp was coming to America. Well, she jumped up and down in glee because Cecil Sharp was the world's greatest expert on ballet. And so she always felt that she was an amateur, and she wanted to make sure she was doing this stuff right. So Cecil Sharp was coming to America because the Boston Society of Arts and Crafts had decided to do Mr. Shakespeare's A Midsummer Night's Dream. And the thing about Shakespeare's comedies is that they're that funny. And most people who are producing them realize pretty soon after maybe 45 minutes, they encounter that people are somehow supposed to be twins, don't look alike, and stuff like that. After all that going on, it's good to have a dance. Put a song and dance in there, you can just pick the whole thing up. So the Boston Society decided they had to have an accent, but they weren't going to do this the way the New York Society of So-Called Arts and Crafts had done theirs, which was just to go up and hire some Broadway choreographer to come and make up some fake old people jumping around. Boston had to have a real thing, of course. So they hired Cecil Sharp to come to America to come and do some Morris dancing. Morris dancing is a really old English gentleman ran himself in America. So he despite the fact that there was a war on, and the North Atlantic was full of submarines taking down ships every day, Cecil Sharp came to America. He's a real musician. It's like, hey, it's paying big, I got to go. So he came across the battlefield, came to Boston, taught people how to dance, and after several weeks of this, he was just exhausted. And he went in his guest room and said, please don't let anybody in, especially Americans. That's when Olive showed up. She knew the hostess who was taking care of him. She promised she wouldn't disturb him, and she sort of stuck her head in the door and sang a verse of Barbary Allen. He was cured. He was okay. He had a new purpose in life. Cecil Sharp ended up making about 4 trips, at least 4, across the submarine battlefield to come to America and go out in the woods and listen to old ladies sing songs. In 1917, they published a book together called English Folk Songs from the Southern Appalachians by Olive Campbell and Cecil Sharp. Great book. The real important in the history of American blues music. Without this book, there would have been no done by his father Warren, for example, and no Grateful Dead. So, John Campbell had a heart condition, and through the last years of the war, he was ordered by his doctor to take it easy. He wouldn't do it. They continued doing their research and lectures and talking to groups about Scandinavians and the Appalachians and everything. In 1919, John had a heart attack and died at age 51. He left a lot on the to-do list, and Olive took their all the notes and went to Nantucket, where they had built a little cottage out of a hay barn, and there all by herself she wrote this great big book. Finally published as The Southern Highlander and His Homeland by John C. Campbell. But Olive wrote called she put his name. So when she got that sent off to the publisher, she figured it's time to go to Denmark, and she contacted a young lady named Marguerite Butler, who had expressed great interest in the Scandinavian stuff, and said, we need to go to Denmark, take it with you. So she did exactly that. She got this young lady, Marguerite Butler, who was from Cincinnati, and had just graduated from Vassar College, so she was ready for anything. They got on a boat and went to Denmark, and they looked at as many as they could of 150 boat schools in Denmark, and then they kept them out in Sweden, Norway, and Finland. They found them to be very lively places full of fun, and people were teaching all kinds of things. Some of the schools did academic stuff, and some did industrial skills. Some of them mostly were about religion, some were all about politics, and some were all about religion and politics. Must have been a good full day over there. They were also having a good time. Olive said she'd never heard such laughter in the classroom except in kindergarten. And these were grown-ups, and they were Scandinavians too. So they were having a great time, and Olive and Marguerite came back to find the perfect place to do the first school. Olive was living in West Virginia and Tennessee, and it was Marguerite who had on her list Murphy, North Carolina. And she, by the time she got to Murphy, she realized it wasn't a good idea to make a big splash around on purpose. Stuff like the newspaper headline saying, Yankee lady coming to buy land. She developed her covert operation plan. She got to Murphy building at night, registered at the Regal Hotel, and to keep a low profile, and make her a discreet inquiry in her own good time. But alas, Murphy was not that kind of town. So next morning at dawn, there was a knock at the door. She said, hello, and there's these two guys in Nebraska. They said, hey, we are just looking for a place to put school. These guys were the Sproxes, Lucius Sprox, an old farmer of Brasstown, and his son, Fred O. Sprox, who was the proprietor of the Brasstown store. And she kind of looked them over and maybe jumped to the conclusion that the reason they were excited about all this was that they just didn't have any idea in the world what kind of weird school it was going to be. So she felt the duty to straighten them out on that. She said, now you need to know this school will not certify anybody in a profession or trade. Well, Fred Ostrov, being a storekeeper, he had a keen ear for when a list was coming out. And he grabbed a pencil and paper and he wrote that down. She said, you need to know that this school will not prepare by the director for the requirements of college entry. Then she gave me the most important fact. She said, this school will be based on the principles of the Port of Ostrov. Fred Ostrov, the storekeeper of Brasstown, said, now forgive me if I'm wrong, Miss Butler, but isn't that idea that Nikolai Frederick separated globally? Yeah, a lot of us see the hand of the Lord in this part. Two people in the Western Hemisphere who try to confront me, and they're up here in Murphy at dawn making plans for you. So, Fred O said, now, don't worry, we'll get people behind this. We'll have a meeting and explain the whole thing. So, there was, in those days, 1925, Brasstown was just a small place there. It had a population of 147 people back then. And like today, we were the bustling hub of the metro region at 147. Nothing's changed. But when I came back here to work at Post School, one person told the population of Prescott never changes. Well, I was very interested in this. It sounded like folklore to me. So I went down to the place corner to get to the bottom of this story. And I said, hey, I heard that the population of Prescott never changes. So to be helpful, I said, well, how can that be? He said, well, every time a girl gets pregnant, the boy leaves town, so it's pretty well. When you had the big Post School discussion meeting, there were so many people there we couldn't all get in a small church where we had to open the windows so people could stand outside and listen. They took up pledge cards and people wrote down what they would give or do if the school would come here. And in that was $7,500 gift from the Scots family. And most of the rest of it were days' work. And people gave their time. So we had a full-time workforce for 3 years to make this a big farm and make it into an unusual school. So there we are. We told the whole history of the Post School. We only got to 1925. And it's time to eat.